Hey, Emily! I can't believe you! I heard that you're getting married somehow. How could you not tell me? Were you trying to rob me of a good laugh? Emily, the ugly oinker, finally tricked someone into marrying her. I don't really see the humor or why it's my obligation to keep you amused. Everyone is different. We all have our good points and our bad. Me getting married shouldn't affect you in any way, so I didn't feel the need to let you know. Oh? What a response! I'm surprised. What happened? Did they invent confidence cookies and you ate the whole factory or something? Sure. If it ends this conversation, let's just go with that. Watch it! Just because you lost a little weight and finally discovered makeup doesn't mean you aren't that little piggy anymore. Okay, piggy jab aside. What are you talking about? I don't remember even talking to you. Don't play dumb. I saw you at the reunion. Floating around the room in that dress, which has no business being on you, by the way. No matter how much you change, no matter how many guys flirt with you, you will still be that little oinker. Look, I honestly had zero intention of trying to turn heads or change anyone's perception of me. I just lost weight for myself. Yeah, sure, and I'm Mother Teresa. It doesn't matter, though. No matter how much you lose, it's all going to get packed right back on. People like you rebound like rubber. We'll see how popular you are then. Rome wasn't built in a day, and beauty is something you're born with. Unlike you, I've always looked like a goddess. I've always been the hottest girl in school since middle school. Oh, really? Good for you. Yeah, so I'm telling you this as a friend, but you really should just give up on the whole marriage thing. Go ahead, call him up right now and break things off. It's for your own good. Hold up. Why are you telling me this? What is it to you if I get married? My marriage has absolutely nothing to do with you. Look, don't get all defensive just because I mentioned some unpleasant facts. I'm just trying to give you some life advice as a former classmate. Even experts say that the most successful marriages are between people who are similar. What are you trying to say exactly? It feels strange saying this to you, but go ahead. Be frank. Just say it. And the piggy squeals. Fine. What I mean is you would be much happier marrying another mud-covered pig. Huh. I'm trying to protect the fabric of society, and a barnyard animal such as yourself has no business marrying some hot, successful, elite man. What? Like I said, I am gorgeous. You are a jumble of corsets and makeup. Wouldn't it make more sense for me to be marrying Prince Charming? Hold on there, Kate. Back up. Just where exactly, and from whom did you hear about my fiancé again? I don't remember mentioning anything about some rich, handsome elite at the reunion. You didn't have to. He came to pick you up after the party, didn't he? I saw you two being all lovey-dovey behind the event hall. Huh. You were spying on me? Don't flatter yourself. I was spying on your boyfriend. And when I got a look at him, I said, wow. So naturally, I did the only reasonable thing I could and thoroughly searched every little detail about him. Is that so? I guess that would explain knowing about his job, huh? Yep. So, back to business. You will break up with him, right? I mean, you think you have a chance at happiness with a guy like that? He'll leave you the second you start pounding down those donuts again. Getting married before me is one thing, but to a rich hottie? No way. I won't allow it. Good thing I don't need your permission to get married then. I told you to watch that attitude, pig. I'm trying to give you advice so that you don't have to go through the pain of divorce in the future. You're going to ignore my generosity? I don't think so. Who I marry is none of your business. Are we done here? Looks like the stupid pig has forgotten her place. Fine, do whatever you want. Just don't blame me when your past gets out. I guarantee once he sees a pic of you in middle school, he'll be running for the door. Sure, sounds good. I wouldn't want to marry someone who would break off an engagement because of a childhood picture anyway. Oh, really? You sure that's not a bluff? So you won't mind if I put him to the test, will you? I'm gonna show him a picture of Emily the Oinker and see what he says. I can't wait to see the look on his face. Oh, and you agreed to it, so don't come crying to me if you turn out single afterwards.
Hey, Emily, we need to talk. I cannot believe all this time you were deceiving me. How dare you?
Miles? I'm almost afraid to ask, but what are you going off about this time?
Oh, don't play innocent. I ran into one of your old classmates. She showed me a picture of you back when you were in middle school. I'm really ticked off, but I gotta laugh a little. I mean, I have never, in my life, seen such an ugly fat girl.
Excuse you? Rethink that and try again.
Yeah, right. This isn't the time for comedy. Seriously, though, just thinking about how I was dating that the whole time. Ugh, makes me sick to my stomach. This is false advertising.
Okay, that's enough. You sound like a high school girl. And why do I have to take this from you?
Hey, don't get all mad at me. It's you who was tricking me the whole time. I'm the one who should be mad here. This is just unbelievable. You really have some nerve.
What I'm saying is, why do I have to listen to anything my ex has to say? You and I are done, so there is no reason for you to be lambasting me like this. Don't go around acting like my boyfriend.
Look who's talking. You're the former fat pig who's treating me like an ex-boyfriend. Last time I checked, we never broke up.
We broke up forever ago, Miles. We are through. Unfortunately, despite making that abundantly clear, you still keep calling me. Then at the reunion, you hang around pretending to be my boyfriend. This has got to end. I'll say it again. You and I are over. You need to get that fact through that thick skull of yours.
Shut up. Do you know who I am? A guy like me getting dumped by a girl like you? No way. That's not how this works. I'll tell you when it's over, and it's not over.
God, you are such a fragile little man. Always going on about how incredible you are. Worrying about dumb things like who dumped who. Anyway, you and I are done. We are no longer dating. You need to accept that. If it's such a blow to your pride, you can tell everyone you dumped me. That should be fine, right?
That is not fine in the least, because this is not over.
I'm getting really sick of this really fast. This is the final warning. If you keep acting like my boyfriend and keep contacting me, I will call the police. If you would like to avoid a visit from the boys in blue, I suggest you leave me alone. Hey there, Miss Piggy! Today is your big day, isn't it? The pork bride! Unfortunately, no matter how dolled up you get, no matter how long you wait, the man of the hour isn't going to make it. Why, you ask? Because he's here right next to me.
What do you want, Kate?
I want to tell you that Miles won't be able to join you today. He's laying next to me in my bed. He looks like such an angel when he's asleep. We spent all night together. Don't ask for the details, though. You're with Miles right now? Oh, I know. It must be such a shock. On your big day, no less. It looks like he has no interest in marrying you. I did try to do the right thing and woke him up for you, though. When I I reminded him he had a wedding to go to. He just looked confused. He was like, "What wedding?" He has so little interest in you, he didn't even remember it was your wedding day.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay, let me just sort this out quick. Since when have you two known each other exactly?
About 2 weeks ago, maybe. We met up after I sent him that picture of Emily the Oinker back in her heyday.
I see. So it was you who sent him that picture. I thought so.
You should have seen the poor guy's face. It was like he saw a ghost or something. I felt kind of bad for him, so I invited him out for dinner the next day. He was quite assertive, if you know what I mean. We started dating soon after.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to steal your soon-to-be husband. It was just too easy. This is what I was talking about. Breaking up with him would have made things easier. A few days at the gym and painting your face doesn't make you a beauty like me. You never had any experience, so you wouldn't know. But these kinds of guys are pushovers for girls like me.
Wow, incredible. That's Kate for ya. You turned him into putty in the palm of your hand with just the flip of your hair, huh?
It really was that easy. If he wasn't this cute, it'd kind of be gross, actually. Well, it just goes to show, no matter how much an ugly pig improves herself, she'll never beat genetics. If you get a guy, some pretty girl will just steal him.
Uh-huh. Anyway, just one last time, to be completely sure. The two of you are dating, right? He is completely infatuated with you, right?
Oh, girl. I have his heart locked away in a box already. So why don't you just go ahead and call off that miserable little wedding? Save yourself the humiliation. Your fiancé already called it off, after all. Even I have to admit, though, having it done on the day of your wedding, you have to be the saddest woman on the planet. A bride left at the altar by her groom.
Yeah. Except Miles isn't my groom.
What?
I'm saying I'm not the saddest woman on the planet. Quite the contrary. I am actually the happiest woman on the planet today. I'm super happy that I get to marry the man I love without the risk of our gorgeous wedding being interrupted.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I wish you all the best with Miles. For what it's worth, I think the two of you are going to make a great couple. You deserve each other.
Hold up. What are you talking about? The man you were supposed to marry is lying next to me in my bed. What do you mean he's not your groom?
Yeah, I never once said I was dating him, did I? You just assumed that on your own.
What? No, you definitely said he was your boyfriend. You did, right? You aren't dating? But Miles kept saying that he was your boyfriend. That the two of you were together. He even came to pick you up at the reunion, didn't he? I saw the two of you.
Yeah, no, sorry. Miles and I broke up 2 whole years ago. Yeah, our relationship has long been over.
What? No, that can't be right.
I mean, he's the kind of guy who can't enter a room without announcing how much better he is than everyone else. I figured I couldn't be with a guy who has such different values from myself, so I dumped him. Unfortunately, no matter how many times I told him it was over, he'd just say, "It's not over until I say it's over." He wouldn't accept that we were through. He was painfully persistent. But at least for me, it's been over for ages.
You're lying. No way a guy like him was chasing a girl like you. You want me to believe he just wouldn't give you up for 2 whole years?
You can believe whatever you want, but that's the truth. Even after I told him I got a new boyfriend, he still wouldn't stand down. He tried to pretend he was being generous by letting me have a boy toy. Cringe incarnate. It got so bad my fiancé and I even had a sit down with him to make him quit. We explained that we were engaged in everything. No matter what we did, he kept coming on to me. It was a real mess.
So you can imagine my relief that you are kind enough to keep that psycho at bay on the big day. You really were thinking about my future. Thank you, Kate. Don't screw with me, you pig! I didn't date him to save your wedding. I slept with him to destroy your wedding. Oh, really? You don't say. Of course that's why I did it. I hate you. I wanted to ruin your life. That's why I'm with this guy. And now you're telling me you two aren't even together? That I unknowingly helped your wedding? This isn't how it was supposed to work. Cheer up. Now we can both be happy. I married a man of substance, and you get that elite hunk that you wanted. Just a day full of happiness. I'm not happy! I wanted you to be miserable! Okay. Anyway, the wedding is about to start, so bye-bye. Enjoy your new man.
What do you think you're doing, Emily? When I woke up, I was told that you're getting married all of a sudden. Who do you think you are? You think I'd let you marry someone besides me?
You need to check yourself. Go home before you regret it. What is wrong with you? Storming into another person's wedding, screaming like a crime is being committed? Do you have any kind of sense in your head at all?
What do you expect? You just up and married some other guy and don't even tell me. How did you think I'd respond? You thought I'd just send you some flowers in the mail? No, this is unacceptable and you will end it right now.
I really shouldn't have to elaborate this to you, but this is my wedding. I am a free human being who broke up with you over 2 years ago. I have been dating my husband for 2 years. You have zero right to say anything about what I can and cannot do. On top of all that, didn't you find yourself a new pretty girl? I heard you're head over heels for her. Why don't you go and marry her? There's no need to be so attached to me if you found yourself someone else.
Don't go confusing the subject. Whatever Kate and I have or don't have has nothing to do with us. This is about appearances. If this goes on, everyone is going to think you just dropped me to marry some other guy. Think how that will make me look. Do you even care if I become a laughingstock? It's like I lost to someone like you.
Wow. You really are a crazy person. I suppose when the bullet is that colossal, it's hard not to dodge it.
All right, at the very least, push your wedding back.
Come again?
Just wait until I get married. You can get married after I do. That way it will look like I dumped you for something better. I can't tolerate you coming out the winner in this. Do you understand?
I understand you are clinically insane, yes.
I can't take this.
I can't take you! Listen to yourself! You're trying to dictate the life of a woman who left you 2 years ago on her wedding day. And for what? For your stupid ego? This is supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime celebration, and you're talking about winning and losing? You are a sad, pathetic man, and you need to promptly exit my life.
Just let me in. I'm gonna go crazy if someone doesn't let me in the building. If you're going to marry that joke before me, then I'm gonna deck him first.
Oh, threatening violence? At least you're staying in character. There's no sense in talking to you anymore. We've called the police. Wait there for them to come pick you up.
What? You called the cops? Real mature.
Yeah, and that's not the end of it. My husband and his family are really mad. They've already sent a complaint to your company about your conduct. In this information age, companies, especially ones as prestigious as yours, can't risk losing face. What do you think they're going to do about a video of one of their employees screaming at a wedding making the rounds online? Especially when the victim is the son of a client. Ouch. I wouldn't be looking forward to Monday morning if I was you.
What? What do you mean, son of a client? My company?
Oh, did I forget to mention? My in-laws run a company themselves and they have a contract with your company.
What?
Of course, whatever happens with your work doesn't make up for what you did to our wedding. You can expect a call from our lawyers about ruining this important, expensive ceremony.
Wait. Let's just calm down for a second here. I had no idea that guy was the son of a client.
Yeah, a little late for that. Not to mention, that's not what you should be taking away from this. Anyway, we're restarting the ceremony, so make yourself scarce. What have you done? This is all your fault. Thanks to you overreacting, Miles is out of a job.
Wow, they work fast. Companies don't mess around when their bottom line is at risk, do they?
They didn't even bother firing him. They threatened to send him to work in the boonies as a pencil pusher. He had to quit to avoid the blemish on his application. He had a great position in a great company, and now all that's gone. This is all your fault. You destroyed his life. He has nothing without that position.
Right. Except it is completely not my fault. I didn't do anything. He was the one who tried to destroy my wedding. Don't lash out at me because your new boyfriend is a piece of trash.
Shut up! This is your fault. Don't try to pin it on him. After all you put me through, I tried to make the best of a bad situation, and I made my decision. I was going to seriously date Miles. Not to hurt you, but for my own sake, and now this. I made myself believe that it was okay. That I could be happy with him even if he wasn't your fiancé. I thought so long as I got some elite businessman who would give me anything I wanted, I would be okay with that. After mentally preparing myself this whole time, I wake up to find out he doesn't even have a job anymore.
Okay. Calm down. It's not the end of the world. What are you so worked up about? If Miles is the man you think he is, then he'll get a new job in no time.
I don't need reassurance from a former farm animal. I can't stand it. You acting all superior just because you managed to land the son of a company president?
Yeah, that wasn't my intention at all. I don't need to torture people to be happy.
Why does a pig like you get to marry some rich guy while I, the eternal beauty, is stuck with some jobless loser? I'm too beautiful to have to go through this kind of thing. It's not fair. Why does the pig get to be happy? It's not right. Back in school, you were at the bottom of the social ladder. You were just some fat, ugly loser that everyone hated. How is it fair that you get to be happy and I have to be miserable?
You know, despite all your insults, I have to say I feel bad for you. The reason why you don't get to be happy is because you are actually ugly. You are ugly on the inside. Repulsive, in fact. I doubt there are many out there that are filled with as much rotten filth as you. You do not have a human heart, so you will never know human happiness, you harpy.
Oh my God. Now you are going to insult me? Ew. This pig is calling me ugly?
What's wrong with calling a spade a spade? Your personality is as pretty as a vulture that was beaten with an ugly stick.
What did you just say to me?
I highly doubt there will be anything in our lives that will make us see eye to eye, and I have no interest in making peace with you. So why don't we just call it quits and never speak to each other ever again? Sound good?
I don't take orders from a pig, you pig!
Oh, she put on her big girl pants now.
You belong in the mud on some farm.
You really don't have a shred of creativity in your whole body, do you?
Don't talk back to me.
Can we just not talk? Like, at all?
Knock it off. Just because you managed to snag a rich guy doesn't mean you're better than me. Fine. If it's come to this, I'll make sure you have no place to come back to. I'll tell all our friends from school to never speak to you ever again.
Yeah, go for it. I'd love to see you try. No one will even bother to respond.
Hold on a minute. Why not?
I think it'd be faster to just try it. Go ahead. Send everyone a message. See what happens.
I bet you don't even get a red. Oh my god, it's true! Why isn't anyone responding? What's going on? There's no way there is that many people not looking at their phones. No one is answering either! What did you do? What's wrong? Feeling left out. Everyone messaged me after the reunion. It seems they grew up and you stayed stuck in middle school. They told me they'd make sure that I wouldn't have to run into you again. What? Why? Why did they take your side? It seems they were all really put off by how you acted towards me. The whole time you just ran around yelling about me being a former pig and hurling insults my way. Of course, I wasn't your only victim. I may have been your favorite, but you also got quite a few others to hate you. Oh wow, you've changed. Remember when you had absolutely no fashion sense? It's nice to see that you finally grew into those huge teeth. Everyone hates you. None of the other girls can stand you. Is that true? When we were all teenagers, we put popularity before niceness, and you were very pretty. But how many years do you think have passed since then? It's been 20 years and everyone else has grown up. It's really sad that you have to go that far back to talk about glory days. Who cares how long it was? I was gorgeous. You other girls were all fat and ugly and dressed like bumpkins. What's wrong with pointing out the facts? Okay, well, think of it this way. Were you a beauty when you were born? No, of course not. You were born bold and ugly. You looked like a hairless monkey. Would it be fair for all of us to make fun of you for that? What are you talking about? Ew, look at the hairless monkey girl. Gross. Stay away, Baldy. It's a fact, so it's fine to say it. How could that be fine? What right do you have to make fun of people's faces like that? Take it back. You are the rudest person I have ever met. Wow. You are a walking definition of hypocrisy, and it's equal parts sad and disgusting. The things that you've said to me and those other girls for all those years. How do you think it's any different than what I just said to you? Don't hurt yourself thinking too hard about it. It's not a trick question. It's not the same! You can't treat me like this! Alright, I'm just gonna shut things down right now, for both our sakes. I'm blocking you so don't burst a blood vessel bashing your phone. I hope you find happiness with Miles. After that, I blocked Kate and purged her from my phone. All of the other girls did the same, and now she doesn't have a single friend left. I heard she moved in with Miles, and the two of them are living their lives in solitude. Speaking of which, we took Miles to court for ruining our wedding and got what was left in his bank account. Now he's penniless and, whether it's because of the whole getting arrested thing or just rumors in the industry, finding a new job doesn't seem to be going well. Not only was he knocked off his high horse, but he landed so hard he can't even stand. As for me, I am living my life in peace with my perfect match. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.